Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Florida Man Friday, November 20th, 2020. And we are recording this, though, still on Thursday, International Men's Day, as a group of men who love Florida man and woman stories, just alike, men and women from Florida.
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good today.
Don't. Thank you, Big Dick T 420. Don't forget to support the boys with merch buys. Okay, we got a Black Friday sale coming up next week. I think the whole store is going to be 20% off, but we have the holiday sweater. We've got the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. We've got the Lockdown Turn Up, the HAGFD white and black versions. Big push for merch.
And
support the boys.
And coming soon, we're going to send in the car.
Oh, we've seen the specs for that shirt too.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. You're gonna have a special surprise waiting on that Black Friday sale.
Guess what I watched today?
Send in the car.
Die Hard.
Die
Just
Hard.
The whole movie.
Yeah. That clip extended for 2 hours on each side.
Yeah. I watched Die Hard. I was very excited when that scene came on.
Nice. Speaking of the holidays, did you guys see the Rockefeller Square tree in New York City and how horrible? I mean, it looks a little bald. It looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
And also, they almost killed an owl shipping it down there. Not sure if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I heard about that. There was an owl still inside. Oh my God, look how cute that thing is.
Yeah.
What?
YouTube.com/ArtFactorNews.
That thing was in the tree still?
Yep. Yeah, they just had that. That owl didn't eat for 3 days while they shipped it down from upstate New York to the city.
Oh man, what a shitty week for that owl.
Pretty bare-looking tree.
I think, though, that it was probably done on purpose because it's like 2020 is a tough year. The holidays are going to be tough. You don't want to be looking at some robust-ass, excellent Christmas tree when things aren't so hot in your house, if you know what I'm saying. So maybe it was a respectful tree selection.
I thought it was a slap in the face, honestly.
Wasn't that what Bubba was saying? First of all, Bubba, if you want to pop on, Bubba was saying that it's going to look fine eventually once the branches fall, which I disagree with. That's the popular opinion now on the internet. Is it's going to look fine. And I looked. It's not. It's not good.
I've seen it every year. It comes in looking with the branches are like casted and tied up, and they look like you're missing half of the tree.
Bubba, I tried to verify that by looking at the old trees prior to their light up, and they all looked much better than this year.
Well, because a lot of them have come in and like tied up completely and almost bagged. This thing was.
Did they have a dead owl
They get the
inside?
picture on the semi. No, it had a live owl.
Kill an owl?
Had a live owl.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, which is kind of cool for the tree. That's the only cool thing about the trees that have this cute owl. But Bubba, it's not going to be good.
The owl can fly. It's the owl's fault that it fucking.
It is not the owl's fault. How is it the owl's fault? It was a cute baby owl. And these guys,
it has
saw its home down.
It has the ability to fly away at any point.
It was shocked. And then they covered it in a tarp for 3 days. They didn't let it eat.
Fuck those fuckers. They picked the wrong tree too, because I saw the tree. Allegedly, the tree went like in all of its glory before they cut it down. Still not that robust.
Wow. Guys, they named the owl Rockefeller, and they're shipping it back to its original woods. Don't worry. At least he's not Rudy Giuliani with that melting hair. You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't even think that fucking owl came from that tree. I think it's a big distraction. I think they planted that fucking owl to distract from how shitty that tree is.
Fake owl.
I like
false flag.
False flag. Yep. Was that what Rudy's hair was too? Just a distraction?
Yeah, it must have been.
Do you think Trump was like, Rudy, get up there and make your hair melt?
I'm agreeing with you, Wes.
Someone turned it to 80 degrees in here for Rudy's sweat.
This owl's in the union.
Yeah,
he's cute. He's too cute not to be a professional.
Yep.
Rudy was sweating so hard. What was that about? He was
Thursday. Rudy Giuliani gave a press conference where he was sweating his ass off, talking about how the fight for fraud is not over.
He immediately demanded water. Spent 13 seconds mopping down his face with a full-size towel, and then chugged an entire water off camera.
He's got like eyeliner running down the side of his face.
The black dye running down his cheeks.
It was something. I don't know why he cares so much. He's like, how old is Rudy?
He's the star of this election, man.
Yeah.
He was 4 seasons total landscaping, and now he's got the hair moment. I mean,
he's must-watch TV. That Rudy
every time.
I'll tell you, they're not going away though. That's the one thing I learned about the press conferences is they are not going away.
Oh, the hair's only going to get drippier.
The hair is only going to get drippier.
It sounded to me like they were describing the plot to Office Space. She was like, they had an algorithm that was going to take a small percentage of votes, but Donald got so many votes that he broke the algorithm, and then they took too many votes.
Michael Bolton works for Dominion voting system.
I was like, wait a minute, that's the exact plot to Office Space.
Got too greedy.
Yeah.
Also Superman 2, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's Florida Man Friday, guys. Let's Florida.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah. Mark, you're up first.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't ready, but I'm ready now. Okay. This one was sent in by Joe K and Joe M, a couple of Joes. A 71-year-old man was arrested in Lakeland or Tampa, Florida, for stealing a down traffic light pole. Shout out Tampa. Douglas Allen Hatley was pulled over on a Tampa highway on Monday of this week, I guess, because is the picture up?
He's got dead eyes.
Oh, you got, okay, it's him, right? Because other reporters called the other cars reportedly called the cops on his old maroon Toyota Camry, if we can get that picture up, for carrying a metal pole on the roof that was much longer than the length of the car.
Yep. Now that I see the pole, I see the reason why he has those eyes on him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dangerous drive with that pole. It's like double the length of the car, they said. So, you don't
he's
want
got
him.
he's got the packing tape side view mirror. The side view mirror that's being held on by packing tape. But and he couldn't make the time to fix that, but he absolutely could make the time to load a downed traffic pole onto the roof of his vehicle.
That's priority. Right.
That's a mark of a guy who's been in a few parking lot incidents. Who's got the rear view just taped on.
Tapes in the car.
Well, either you've gotten in a scuffle and knocked it off by accident, and then had to tape it back on, or you just hit like a guardrail or something. I mean, something's going on with that.
He's got the tape in the car. He's got a few. He knows how to patch it up. Hatley told the cops he found the pole on the ground by the side of the highway and planned to sell the metal for scrap.
Yeah.
He said, "Whoa, that's a lot of free metal sitting on the side of the road. Sounds like a fellow treasure hunter, Wes." You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, his head was in the right space. He just didn't go about it the right way.
Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Imagine the size.
Too much metal to pass up.
Would you ever get into the raw metal collections game, or does it have to be like a precious type of metal?
No, it's funny too because you can make it. There a lot of construction sites get like
they get
copper wire stolen and
if Wes
shit.
hadn't gone to rehab, I would say yes.
You guys ever hear that? You guys ever hear that Danny Brown song "Scrap or Die," where he's talking about rolling into a
about stealing copper?
Scrapping
It's a big business.
It's a big industry.
He also told the cops that he didn't realize that it was illegal to remove broken utility and light poles from the side of the road, but it is. And a highway maintenance worker called the cops and said that the pole was stolen because they were going to put it back up, but this guy got to it first. Hatley has been charged with grand theft, guys, and has a $2,000 bond on him. There was a passenger in the car, presumably someone Hatley picked up to help him get the 15-foot metal pole strapped on the roof, and that person was not charged. Hatley himself really should be more familiar with the local laws. He claimed he didn't know it was illegal, but I'm calling bullshit on that, as he's been arrested 48 times in Florida since 1971.
Nice.
Mostly for grand thefts and burglaries, so he just can't help himself if he sees something of value for the taking laying around. Yeah.
Literally, it's pretty much annually. It's his annual tradition to get
30,
popped.
Well, more than that.
29 plus 20, 49. It's
you
exactly
the
annually,
first
Pat.
popping.
No,
exactly
once a year.
It's exactly once a year if you take the average. But I'm sure
from his first date.
48 arrests in 49 years. Well, I guess this is
49.
But
he wasn't arrested at the age of 1. He was
no. Since his first arrest in 1971, he's had 49 arrests in 49 years. I'm sure one of those years was a double-digit year. I think,
banner year.
Yeah,
had to have a couple sprees.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Guy looked like an idiot driving down the road, got popped.
All right,
all-time picture though. He got one thing cool part about that. That's probably one of the best pictures he got out of his 49 arrests. So
that's true.
Yeah.
One of them.
All right, guys, let's move on. Being a parent is hard, as Will and Pat will soon find out. It's not all bedtime stories and proud moments. Sometimes those little bundles of joy can be the bane of your existence, and sometimes they can rat you out to the cops during a traffic stop, which is what happened to Yeah, this was what happened to 39-year-old Florida woman Melinda Harrison. So what happened is that Melinda, as she was probably does from time to time, decided to relax from a long day with some vodka. Then, as she probably does from time to time, she got behind the wheel of her car. Unfortunately for Melinda, she brought along her young son / narc along with her, and that was her downfall. So when Melinda was pulled over for driving down a one-way street directly into a cop going the right way.
That'll fuck you up. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're like, something's off here.
How am I going to explain my way on this one?
Yeah, she was hammered, as you'll find out. So when the cops finally did pull her over, they asked her if she knew where she was, and she said, Venice. I'm in Venice. And then flustered.
Like Italy?
Yeah, like Italy. Yeah, she thought she was
in California.
I know. I think
Well,
California.
I don't know.
But it's Florida, right?
It's Florida.
She was in Venice, Florida, probably.
She wasn't in Venice. So
she got that one wrong. The very first one of where are you?
She got that one wrong, and then she started. And then, as it happens, sometimes she got pissed off by the officer's condescending questions. She became agitated and belligerent.
Man, why don't you know where you are?
Yeah. What are you, a cop?
Right. That's right. All that yelling provided officers with a strong sampling of Melinda's breath. And guess what? It smelled like vodka. So the whole time, Melinda's young son was in the backseat just waiting to pounce. So when Melinda claimed that she had only had one drink, deputies checked the back seat. And when deputies shined their flashlight on the Svedka bottle under her seat, her son sang like a fucking canary, saying, "That's mommy's drink."
He didn't really rat on her that bad.
Well, perhaps.
Well, he didn't rat on her in this. She was going to get busted in this particular situation. He ratted on her historically as a drinker. Mm-hmm. That's mommy's drink.
Historically, her body of work.
Yeah, he spilled her body of work.
Yeah, it's perhaps payback for driving daddy away. Who knows? at any rate,
she didn't have to drive daddy away.
No, I don't think so either, Pat. I think he
left,
just disappeared one night
on his own volition.
At any rate, after failing some field sobriety tests, Miss Harrison was arrested and charged with driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, as well as child abuse without great bodily harm. And her son has no idea the ass whooping he has coming his way once mommy comes to get him from Aunt Jessie's house. So, yeah.
Oh, the first time he's going to get one, like sober, that is going to be harsh. But the first time she gets drunk, he's going to get a serious one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
trauma.
I mean,
I wouldn't have run into that cop car if you weren't distracting me.
Exactly.
Now look at us.
Hope he survives it. What doesn't kill him makes him stronger. But
that's true.
From one Florida man who's got a punishment coming to a couple Florida men who hopefully get punishments reversed. So shout out to Kevin Nash, the Diesel. I always like to think it's actual the Diesel submitting these. And then the Dutch Hammer in the Hardo Hive. Two awesome dudes with two very good stories about Florida men who are getting a bum rap, fellas. We're going to need the Sunshine State to mellow out a little bit on these two fine Americans that are citizens of Florida. So first up, in Ocala, Florida, a high school dean has fired a Marine veteran for testing positive for THC, even though he is prescribed medical marijuana by his doctor for PTSD.
Well, that's a catch-22, ain't it?
Yeah. The Marion County School Board in Florida voted 5-0 to fire Mike Hickman, 51, even though what he was doing was legal. Technically, he needed to inform his supervisor before doing any of that legal medical marijuana on his off hours. And it gets worse, guys. Hickman was also using marijuana as an alternative for opioids, which he had been using as a treatment in the past. Welcome to the fucking soft corner, Marion County School Board. How about you let vets live their lives?
5-0? 5-0.
Yeah. So
he must smell or something. There must be something else.
Yeah,
here.
they hated this guy.
They obviously the school wanted him out. But sounds like it was a pretty shitty way to get him out. So
he probably sucks, but his service to our country should buy him out of that. It should cancel that out.
Right. I mean, he wasn't doing anything illegal.
Those 5 stick up their ass people might suck. I mean,
you're right. That's possible. But
I hear what Pat's saying, though, because Hickman has probably burned people for the vote to be so unanimous. But I mean, let's not read too far into it. In my opinion, Marion County School Board, soft corner, because what he's doing is legal. You just are mad that he's like not telling his supervisor. It's bullshit. All right, next up. Polk County, where Grady Judd doesn't mess around, and 71-year-old Richard DeLisi, you guys picture, is serving a 90-year sentence for a nonviolent weed charge. Him and his brother
look at that picture on the left.
Yeah, that was him in 1989, attempting to fly a bunch of marijuana into Polk County, Florida, with his brother, Tim, and they both got the longest sentence ever recorded for a marijuana charge of all time in the United States, 90 years.
You got to let those guys up, but the DeLisi brothers, by the looks of them, were up to no good. I mean...
Sure, but you also saw that he aged double since he's been in jail for just weed.
90 years for flying weed's pathetic.
DeLisi's saying, hey, since it's legal now and I've served 30 plus years for just weed, maybe I can get out before COVID kills me. But, I don't know. We'll see if DeLisi gets it. The group that's helping him get out is called Last Prisoners Project, and it's helping people like DeLisi and others get out. Who are in jail for nonviolent marijuana charges in states where the marijuana is no longer, a thing. So makes sense to me.
That makes total sense. They're called duh.
Tough beat, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
But
all right, guys.
I hope those guys get out.
Yeah, we got to get those guys out.
And Marion County's got to deal with being in the soft corner now. So good luck with that.
Yeah, try to get out of that corner. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, you can rest easy, Will. You've done a good service putting those motherfuckers in the software.
Deal with that.
Take that.
Quicksand.
In the words of Wes.
All right, guys. I'm the type of guy that likes to live in the moment. If my flight gets canceled, I check out the city I'm in. If I find a good book at the bookstore, I'm liable to sit there and read it cover to cover just that same day. Spontaneous. And if my lady friend is horned up on the side of a Florida road, I'm going with the flow, and I'm diving headfirst into doing oral and butt stuff. I never take a moment for granted.
Okay.
Much
so
like
you're pushing the envelope anytime the opportunity presents itself.
Hey, I'm with you. Live it to the fullest, guys, and that's
Don't blame you. Yeah.
That's what the couple in our next Florida story was doing. 39-year-old Amber Gromley and 30-year-old Sean McClelland are paying a high price for publicly expressing their affection in a case I'm dubbing TNA PDA. Around 2:45 p.m. on Saturday, guys, police received complaints from, quote, many drivers who observed the horny Florida couple engaged in full-on banging right on the side of a Florida road in Largo, Florida, just outside of Tampa Bay.
Nice.
Yeah, they were getting after it.
That's uncommon there.
There's no video.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Like, public banging is one of those things where, tisk, but it's like public pooping. We were kind of talking about that earlier this week. Like, it happens more than you think, probably.
Public banging in Florida.
Well, guys,
happens all the time, I would imagine.
One man really was hurt by this, and that man's name is Andrew Giametti, and he is referred to as the, quote, victim in the police report because he observed this situation. He indicated that he saw McClelland on top of Gromley performing oral sex and penetrating her with his finger. So the old roadside finger slide, right?
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
This guy ruins this guy's great day.
Yeah, I know. He really needed to take the time to file a police report about this.
So, and how long did he sit there and watch? Because it sounds like he's got a good view.
He had lots of details, Will. He said that it was in, quote, an open area location of a busy area where all drivers could see them having intercourse. And then he specifically described that he was finger blasting her. But come on, buddy. Just let it go. Let it go.
Giametti needs to mind his own business.
He needs to mind his own fucking business.
Well, I guess if you're having sex in front of cars driving by, you increase your odds of getting snitched on.
Yeah, but how Giametti, he turned back around and waited at the scene to give.
Well, you got Giametti's in the world,
Don't get sweaty in front of Giametti is what they say.
Just keep on driving, Giametti. Guys, following the pairs
Giametti sees something suspicious and he's got to go get his nose into it. He's got to go. He's got to go take a peek.
There ain't no confetti when you're hanging with Giametti. You know what I
mean? I mean, how much of a cuck do you feel like if a fucking police report lists you as a victim for observing two grown adults banging?
What a loser.
What a fucking loser.
This guy's a loser.
Your name on it too.
Is there a picture of Giametti?
No, couldn't find a picture of Giametti. But guys, following the pair's arrest, McClelland reportedly confirmed he had oral sex, unquote, saying, do I look hungry, officer? No. Thanksgiving came early this year, and so did she. If you know what I'm saying.
I came.
Yeah. He gave her a little bit of cum.
I'd like a cum a little bit more than 10, 15 minutes alone with my thoughts.
Came.
Yeah, but
anybody's choosing cum over.
Maybe that'll
hanging out
catch
with
on like
Eddie,
the send in the car. We could do a little bit of cum shirt.
Hopefully not. But can you put up this picture of Gromley? A couple photos of Amber here. Guys, Gromley and McClellan were charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, a felony, and they were booked into county jail on $10,000 bond. McClellan was also hit with a misdemeanor charge of possession of synthetic marijuana. So
I hate synthetic marijuana. Get him off the streets.
Yeah, he was convicted convicted in 2018 of a misdemeanor theft charge for stealing cat litter and peppermint tea from Walmart.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait.
Weird
Peppermint
combo.
tea, huh?
Yeah, just the essentials.
Yeah, just get in there and get the essentials.
That sounds like you're going to do something that's not make tea and have cats.
I think he sprinkles the peppermint tea in the cat litter.
Bubba, can you get a picture up of this chick?
Some kind of drug.
Or if you
Can
have,
you smoke cat litter?
Pat's
And
I don't think so.
look. Yeah, she looks like she gets down. Yeah.
She gets down.
She's party girl.
Hey, you want to do a porn? That's because some people have said that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Shouted that her direction.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, guys, 36-year-old Ernest McKnight III takes the role of father very seriously, as any father should. You have to teach your kid right and wrong, how to survive. You got to show them love and affection. But at the same time, you don't want your kid to grow up to be a big pussy or be, quote, soft, especially in a state like Florida. As McKnight eloquently put, he doesn't want his kid to be soft. So in order to toughen him up, he took his
made him listen to Hard Factor.
That's right. Well, that's all he needed to do. But instead he took his 8-year-old son on a crime spree in Grady Judd's Polk County, of all places. That's an instant hardening. So, I mean,
big mistake.
Mission accomplished, McKnight, if you wanted to toughen up your kid. McKnight and son allegedly burglarized 3 homes, stole a car, and took a package off a porch. So he was giving them the whole gauntlet of crimes you can commit.
All the theft
in this town, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then here we go. Taking a child out with you while you're committing felonies is not the proper way to create a positive influence. I'm quite confident there is not a child psychologist out there who would agree with this guy's idea of proper activity for a child.
That's Judd.
Who is that?
Grady Judd.
You're damn right. That's shoot from the hip, Grady Judd. Sheriff Grady Judd, probably at a press conference he called and definitely holding up the mugshot of this guy.
I would have thought he would have come in a little more hot with this one.
Well,
he went with the sarcastic approach. Yeah,
it depends on the mood, but he always has the mugshot and he always has the press conference, and he usually ends with we probably didn't get the full quote, but he usually ends with, "This guy's a sick puppy." That's his favorite thing to do. Anyways, by the way, the crime spree ended in a 120-mile-per-hour police car chase. They flagged McKnight in the car he stole, so they're like, "Up, run the plates. Yep, that's a stolen car." And off they went on the chase. When they pulled him over, they found his son in the car, now a man at 8. McKnight was arrested for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, domestic violence, loitering, prowling, narcotics, resisting arrest, theft, and a few other things. So he gone.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like
kid was returned to the rest of his family unharmed.
Kind of perfect timing, though. That unfortunate that he's going away, but a good thing that he's going to be able to defend for himself now that he's gotten the training, his proper training from his dad.
He was like, look,
little taste.
He was like, I'm going on a crime spree and I'm probably going away for life, so I'm going to need you to toughen up today.
Well, hopefully he can avoid going back to that life. I'm assuming
the 8-year-old. Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, sure, he'll be fine.
Yeah. He's gonna be fine.
Future's looking bright.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This next one has all the karma police riled up on the interwebs. So Tuesday, a 23-year-old Miami Shores man and his girlfriend were out shopping early in the morning. Now, at some point, the two started arguing, and then at some point, the man punched his girlfriend several times in the face, also known as the Florida Love Tap, and some out-of-towners. Not used to it, this form of affection.
I love you so much.
Yeah.
They called the cops.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, and that keep.
Look what you did. You got me all riled up again.
Exactly. So, of course, when the cops came, the woman's face was, badly injured. Obviously, we're joking.
That's not good. That's not fun.
Domestic battery is awful. And when they tried to talk to the young assailant, he knew they didn't want to talk. They just wanted to arrest him. He was on to him. So he took off. Unfortunately, for the man, his mom and dad never taught him to look both ways before crossing the train track. And the man was struck as he fled across the tracks by a giant train, dismembering his body. So he's dead.
Whoa. Instant karma.
He got killed by a fucking train
after beating up his girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a little harsh karma, but
no, this is always how it was going to end for him. I'm not surprised at all that his life ended by running away from the cops right over train tracks at the time that a train was crossing those tracks.
Pat, it's like the guy that was stalking the 20-foot alligator for years and vice versa. He was doing that with the train. He was always giving that train eyes.
Oh, I would have loved to be in his head right as he spotted the train. He's doing the calculations. He's like, I'm running pretty fast here. Oh, I'm gonna use the train to cut him off, and then you're home scot free. Scott, what was his name?
Half of them made it.
Rusty. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they and Will, you're exactly right, because that's what the comment section lit up with karma.
He looks at the train. He's like, I could beat it. I could beat it.
No.
He got hit by a train of karma.
He got hit by a train of karma. The comments were just all about karma. One guy says, boy, he just fell apart after that breakup. Bam! That's one of the most beautiful examples of karma I've ever seen. Can't run from karma. Karma, chameleon. I never, ever hit a woman, but they have some big woman out here. Just saying.
What?
That's one of the comments.
So he definitely hit a woman.
Yeah, if she's big enough. I mean,
that's right. So
if you get big enough, I will hit you.
Yeah, I never hit a woman smaller than me.
What am I supposed to do?
It's like a roller coaster.
Did you say smaller than me under your breath?
She's beating the shit out of me. What am I supposed to
do? Once you can beat me up, then I can hit back.
Right. Case closed, boys. Karma.
He's dead.
That commenter's the best. Just had to point that out to everybody.
Yeah. He's just seeding the fact that it's acceptable to hit a woman that's bigger than you. Yeah. He's been doing this all day on the internet. Just laying little seeds in case
how many
the truth ever comes out.
You think he lays that one on people every time he reads any
He's just
story.
searching for domestic violence stories. I hear you, but how big is she, honestly? Because
fair play.
I've seen some big ones. I mean, toughest men.
I'll tell you if you can hit her. Let me see a picture.
Oh man, that commenter. He wins the day on comment.
All right.
Comment of the week for Florida Man Friday comes from him.
Domestic battery is not funny.
No, it's not at all.
We'll put that out there.
No, but a train hitting a domestic battery guy is hilarious.
Funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Karma is funny, and
Karma's
then the guy who thinks that the weight of a woman is the measuring stick.
Oh man, imagine how sweet that was for the conductor, because the conductor is probably stressed out.
They kept going. They said that the train didn't even stop.
Oh damn!
They didn't even feel it.
They didn't even stop. The conductor's like, "Oh no, what have I done?" And he gets out, and the cop's like, "No, he was a domestic violence guy." And he's like, "Yes."
He's like, "Wait, but how big was she?"
Yeah, everyone's cheering the conductor. The conductor's crying at first. He's throwing up, and they're like, "No."
Was she a little woman? Okay.
What a story! That was
a good one.
Roller
that was a good one to end
emotions.
Yep.
All right, yeah, we are done with stories for the week. Time to move it on to voicemails and reviews. So we're gonna do 5-star reviews first. First up from Mitchie B32. He says, "Great show. Make Pat try and pronounce pronunciation again, please."
That was me.
Okay.
That was me when I couldn't say pronunciation.
That was Mark. So Mark, say it.
Pronunciation.
You said it right.
I was mad about the Greek mythology guy.
Yes.
Oh, so you're just worked up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fact check Friday coming up after all this, right? Yeah.
Oh,
we have
we don't have a fact check Friday.
We had a perfect week. Okay.
Perfect week. Big news from Bubba right there.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, 5 stars from T Lord 33. They say,
this is you can move on past this one.
what good unbiased podcast, but turning liberal. It's a great podcast.
You can just move on past it, baby.
You don't want to see it? Okay. All right. Some guy's challenging Pat there. He says we need.
We did it last week. That's what I'm trying to.
We did it last week.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Didn't see that one. Aquamillion says, who needs do we do this one? Who needs CNN, MSNBC, Fox, or any other fake news when you have Hard Factor?
No, this is new.
This is new.
Okay. First pod of the day, every day. I think Mike Busey is Gary Busey's retarded cousin that was banished to Florida after catching Gary doing some questionable things in and around amusement parks. Florida Man Friday is all I got to say. Go Birds. Pat Cassidy loves bukkake parties up close and personal. And for Wes, repeat after me. I am Sofa King. We Todd dead. I said it for you, Wes.
He dropped
now
he
say
dropped
goodbye.
2 R-bombs in there.
Yeah.
What's it called? Does he think Gary Busey's like so rich that he can unload a cousin and give him like $10 million to live in the mansion? No.
That was a wild ride of a review. Nice
Yeah,
one, Aquamelon.
I'm glad he likes Florida Man Friday.
It was aggressive.
He's right on that.
It was aggressive. A lot of hard R's.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, 5 stars, GR01. Great pod. Wes, Will, and Pat are awesome. I wish Mark would chill and not be a loud douche. Uh-oh, Mark.
I'm not going to change for you, you monster. So no.
Well, there you go.
So
Sorry,
no.
GR01. He's gonna stay Mark. All right. Next up, we got a song request from the Ohio Lifters Union. I will do the rapping unless somebody else wants to do the rapping.
Go for it.
Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Could somebody hit me with the ding 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 doodle ding 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 doodle ding 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 doodle ding ding. Yo, VP, let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with the brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock the mic like a vandal. Light up the stage with the wax the trump like a candle. Dance, go rush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less would be a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain way. Better hit the bullseye.
Don't lose it now.
Kids don't play. If there was ever a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. All right.
That's obviously the clip down, Bubba.
I try my best.
Yeah.
I lost it a little bit there in the middle, though. So
sure,
I thought you did great.
The internet comments will be very, very kind on us. There. Yeah.
Sure.
Appreciate it, fellas. Glad I thought I did good too. All right, 5 stars. Drew Master says best news podcast, very funny and informative. Great work, boys. Fantastic podcast. Short and sweet. HAGFD. Thank you,
Boom.
Drew Master. And,
Daw Master.
Daw Master. Sorry.
Dong Master?
Dong Master.
I do have one fact check that I did forget about.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But it's an easy one and a quick one. I don't even know if it actually was said like in
Bubba, we talked about tightening up the fact check, and you're coming. You coming with this? Okay.
I don't want to be. I don't want to have perfect weeks.
So from Al Green on Twitter, it's for Mark. It says, for Fact Check Friday, got to let Mark know that they don't use all 26 letters of the alphabet when naming storms.
Yes.
There is no, do you know what there is none?
No, but he's right. Because I said there's got to be 33 named storms because they were on like the 6th or 7th. And there was only 30. So I did the math after the show. I did the math backwards and I was like, oh, I guess they don't do that. I didn't correct.
Yeah, they don't use, I didn't know this. They don't use Q, U, X, Y, or Z. I thought they did use Z.
I didn't know which letter. Yeah, but I did find out. I fact checked myself later, but I didn't admit to it on air. Yeah,
those are the highest score letters on the Scrabble board. Just interesting.
But I believe
hardest names. Though.
I believe I
probably run out of cues quick for naming storms.
I think
it's quite a quandary.
30th, 31st, or 32nd storm. So that's a shitload of hurricanes. We had over 30 hurricanes.
Yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, still hurricane records. Thank you, Bubba.
Good fact check. Good fact check.
All right, fellas. We got 3 voicemails, all solid ones this week. First up, Bob the Ripper.
What's up, boys? Bob the Ripper. I hadn't called in a while and started listening to Friday's voicemails from past week. First of all, Will, don't call Wes the hate speech expert. Not great. Wes, you probably should have. Don't claim that. Do not claim that. And then I want to get your guys' take. I have a new office. I can ship it. Everything's great. My other sales guy in the office is a little person. He's a midget. He's a midget. And it's like cool to make jokes about him. And I don't know him that well, but I don't know if you guys have ever had any like personal interactions with little people, like what you're allowed to say and not allowed to say. But yeah, I don't know. Like, just been listening for a while, and
Yeah. All right, Bob.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bob is an HR nightmare. He is an HR nightmare.
Hey, how much can I make fun of this little fucker?
Hey, at the office, is it cool if I shit with the door open? Is that acceptable?
He stunk up one office. Bob.
How much
Now
am I
he's being
allowed to make
insensitive.
fun of
It's
this
not
little
our
guy?
place to say, Bob.
Look,
It's not
now
our
Bob,
place to say.
and Bob sounds, but you know why he gets away with it? He sounds like Luke Wilson. He's like so mild mannered while
Well,
he's
he's-
just,
He's
blowing
just
your
Bob.
mind.
He's himself wherever he
Look-
is, whether it's at work or not. Well, I mean, yes, of course we've had interactions with little people. I mean, our boy Za will be on live on radio today.
Yeah.
He's our guy. I don't like that he likes Arsenal, but I like him a lot. And he's the man. So yeah, of course.
I'd say little people are just that, just little people.
Yeah.
And everything's all good, having fun.
Yeah, and also great point on. I didn't think about that. That Wes, we shouldn't call him the hate speech expert.
That was
okay.
well done. Well done. Even if Bob the Ripper's red flags are going off, then we need to cut it out.
Bob says it's over the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Doesn't
need to get
sound
rid of it.
great, but
But Wes,
What we
how
meant
about
is Wes has a nose for sorting
he's
out
the hate speech
veiled
reviewer.
hate speech.
What we mean is
Filter.
that
He's our filter.
Wes
Yes,
spends
Reviewer.
hours a day looking at all the hate speech is what we meant.
Correct, Bob.
Yeah.
It's not that he's an expert on hate speech. He just knows it so well that he is the best reviewer of hate
that's
speech.
not good either. But okay,
Wes is
Actually-
the best. Wes is the best at hate speech.
It's the
he knows
opposite
it
of that.
so well.
We just thought it would. We just figured Wes actually might let a goal through, so we put him in charge of it. To be honest,
Oh, it was we know the root of this, Bob, came from when Wes set up a PO box to accept patches, and he said that he would be expertly reviewing them to know that if it was Nazi
Wait a
paraphernalia
minute.
or not.
What kind of eagle is that? He was running Google image searches.
Red, black,
Yeah.
white.
PO box expired. So Wes's role as hate speech reviewer also expired with
Yeah.
the PO box.
It's not really hate speech. It's more of hate symbols. He's an expert in symbology.
Insignias and patches and things. Yeah.
He's like Indiana Jones of hate speech.
All right. Yeah, he'll still sniff it out. Wes is becoming the real life Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones probably the most famous treasure hunter.
Yeah. He
Absolutely.
studies on symbology and stuff, and then he goes out to the field. And yeah,
we
exactly.
have to get Wes an Indy hat. We have to
Oh,
get him
yeah.
an Indiana Jones hat.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And
my son's half Asian, so he's like that kid that runs around with Indiana.
Yeah,
Jones,
the
too.
Temple Doom.
shit.
Dr. Jones.
We gotta-
Dr. Jones.
We got to
What's
get a
his name?
TV show. A TV show for this.
Oh, what was his name? Tiny.
No, short stack.
Short
Short
stack.
stack.
Yeah, but he okay. Yeah, all right. Yes. We need to watch Temple Doom. All right. Next one.
Hey, Steve, what's up, guys? Colin, quick 2 questions. One, who the fuck is the higher up at Barstool that's making you guys do a TikTok? I feel like all of you guys are super against TikTok. Also, I'm really pro canceling the Boy Scouts. I was more of an Indian guide kind of guy. Any of you guys do Indian guides? Kind of like Boy Scouts, except the dads get really, really drunk.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
Damn.
Indian guides. So TikTok, I think that something that with TikTok is that they were under some type of legal battles, and with the way the presidential election has gone, I wouldn't foresee TikTok going anywhere. So,
Well, the higher ups at Barstool make everyone do TikTok or encourage it because it has Barstool's main account on TikTok has 14 million followers, and they started their TikTok like 14 months ago.
yeah.
So like it's
Shout out
because
Quiggs, right? He was the guy who,
it's
really
because
grew
it
really
like
fast.
people fucking flock to TikTok. There's a billion people on TikTok. For us, we're a little bit a lot of it out of the age range.
Well, we were so just trying to get our Twitter and Instagram going that we just hadn't caught up, and then now we're on all the networks.
Yeah,
so.
it's more like
Can I
clips
give
of the show
a little
go
bit
ahead,
of
Pat,
perspective here?
Yeah.
So data, right? Mega important, right? And since the internet age started, essentially what happened is these platforms popped up where you can gain an audience, but then ultimately you have to pay to reach that audience. And it happens pretty much automatically. It's like Facebook. At first, you could get all these friends. Now you have 1 million Facebook followers. You want to reach all of them. You got to pay 10 grand in advertising. So Barstool's always trying to stay ahead of the cutting edge of that. So they're always trying to figure out how can we get an audience that we can reach without having to pay top dollar to reach them. That's
baby.
So that's why they're trying to get in on TikTok and any new social media platform to make sure. Yep.
And we are in because
Very in.
14 million on one account. Pretty good.
We got to get in on it more, though.
And
We gotta-
More importantly,
Dave does that show, The
I'm on
Best
top.
Friends.
Hey, everybody follow Barstool News Network TikTok. I'm posting shit there every day now. So
Nice.
it's got daily.
we
we're
need
up.
our numbers
and,
boosted.
And
Everyone
Facebook too.
go to TikTok
Yeah.
and just at least follow us.
Yeah. So we're on all the platforms. Look for us on every single platform.
Is that Barstool News Network, Will? On
Barstool
TikTok?
News Network, yeah, on TikTok. And then more importantly though, Indian Guides. That was so he said Indian Guides is like Boy Scouts. So he's saying Indian Guides is going to replace could be the up and comer, but he's saying that the dads were drunker for Indian
That sounds
Guides.
fun. That sounds fun though. I've
Yeah.
heard of Indian Guides. Have you guys? Are you guys familiar?
I've never
It's
heard of it.
like Boy Scouts with a different outfit. I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie with Tim Allen.
Oh no, I
About
think
that?
Man of the House. I think that was
Yeah.
based. That was supposed to be Indian Guides, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I think it's a little bit. Can you say Indian Guides? Shouldn't it be Native American?
Oh, Native
Guides?
American Guides.
Oh,
Well,
right,
then
right.
aren't you
It's a
also
little
then
dated.
stealing their culture if you call yourself a Native American guy?
I guarantee it's offensive as fuck. They're definitely putting kids in
Oh.
moccasins and leathers and shit.
Oh, I'm looking
and
at the pictures
putting
right now.
feathers on their heads and shit.
It's very offensive. I'm
So it's
looking
going to
at
be
the photos.
canceled immediately after the Boy Scouts. I guess the problem here is that the caller
Still
is
not
pointing
as
out.
bad. Still not as bad as the Boy Scouts.
How are
though.
people
Yeah.
going to go camping?
Not as offensive.
Not as
Okay.
bad as the Boy Scouts.
Well, yes. On the surface, seem worse. Under the surface, definitely. Yeah, it's a bunch
the
of white guys.
headdresses are a bridge too far, I'd imagine, for most
Oh,
Native
The,
Americans.
the dads get dressed up too. The dads get hammered and throw on the headdresses. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a bunch
this
of
is-
Chief Wahoos, like from the Indians. You know?
This is a mistake.
Honey,
it's big in Cleveland.
honey,
I bet.
we'll be back tomorrow doing Indian Guides.
This is a mistake here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the Indian Guides. It wasn't us that we were just facilitating a discussion about the Indian Guides. Thank you from the caller who submitted that. Was not generated by.
I once had to throw away an album cover because the band I was working with decided it'd be a good idea to wear a headdress during the photo shoot, and it was like a perfect photo,
Well,
but it was so insensitive, and people
back
got so
in elementary
pissed.
school, they all made us do headdresses.
Yeah, I mean, we grew
Had
up in
to.
a different time. I see that intern Cam, shout out intern Cam, he sent us a link here that Barack Obama is admitting to using the F-bomb. Not fuck, the other one about gay people in the past. So,
Right.
different times.
Different times. Yeah.
Okay.
Cocaine and racial pejoratives. That's
Pretty much, yeah. 80s and 90s. That was big.
And he also allegedly never quit smoking. He just did it out of the public's eye, apparently, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. Obama still parties.
Yeah, he's he's partying all the time. All right, one last voicemail.
Good morning! What's up, fellas? Cade from Omaha. Reporting
Nice.
live from the beef den. I just got a fucking mullet. It is fucking kick-ass. Beef, Pat, fuck yeah. Let's have a fucking day.
All right, Cade, he joined your crew, Pat. He's got a mullet.
yeah.
I
You know,
saw that on Twitter. I saw his mullet.
so Let me give you some tips. You're going to be feeling a lot of new feelings in your genital region. Yeah, and you just roll with that. You just listen to it, and you go where it leads you.
Have you felt like your hair has made you more sexual?
Oh, there's a lot more sexual vibes coming my way. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
much.
it was. Did you have the beaver? Was it like you had the beaver haircut when you knocked up Kate, or was it after?
After.
It was after, but I was.
Shit.
We did talk about that. Yeah,
that would've been cooler.
We did try to time up the.
Yeah.
It was after.
I definitely
looked
looked
cooler if it was like right before.
I definitely looked like an asshole because I looked back at photos of that trip recently, and I'm wearing a hat and all of them. And if you ever see me wearing a hat, it's because I just woke up or I'm around parents.
Right.
Yeah.
You were growing out because you were growing out the beaver.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was there.
Okay.
It was there in spirit, but just not. It hadn't been polished and refined yet.
Right. The sperm that won the day had a mullet. I'll tell you that.
You'd already cut it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Cade, and check out Cade from Omaha on Twitter. He posted a picture of that beautiful, beautiful mullet, and that's gonna do it for the Hard Factor podcast this week. Don't forget to catch us again this morning, Friday morning on Barstool Power 85 Sirius XM. We will be discussing Leeds versus Arsenal, which is on Sunday. Big time Leeds pod. Don't forget the boys, the lads, will be taking on Arsenal.
And we're recruiting as well.
We're trying to get producer Avery on radio to be a Leeds fan as well. Za, who is an existing Arsenal fan, will be joining us on radio so we can talk shit back and forth. Also, shout out Nolan Schultz of The Hive. He's also a big Arsenal fan. The charity wager is on, Nolan. Get ready to donate tons to our charities for the Fatathon. And
feeling pretty light, Nolan.
Ooh, yeah, I'm heavy, but Mark's going to take you to the bank. And as always, make sure you're following Barstool News Network, Hard Factor News, Hard Factor Mark, Hard Factor Pat, Hard Factor Wes, and Hard Factor Will on all of those social media platforms that we just talked about. We're on all of them, every single one. Parler through TikTok, every single one. Follow us on there. But most importantly, have a great fucking weekend.